Experts believed that only one of these creatures existed, but then they discovered another. It's not often you find a one-of-a-kind creature in the animal kingdom, but a Cho'um is so rare that experts believed he was totally unique. One day, however, they found he wasn't alone in the world. Another existed, just like him. It wasn't long after Natalie had adopted a Cho'um as her own, however, she realized something was different about him. In fact, thanks to the extremely rare condition he has, he was thought to be totally unique. Congenital hypertrichosis doesn't mean a Cho'um is literally a werewolf, of course. Instead, it's a hormonal condition, the symptoms of which are rapid hair growth, undersized teeth, and exceptionally thick claws. However, Natalie does allow the kitty's hair to grow, as long as it doesn't get too unwieldy. According to the cat's own website, in fact, she even approves of the mad scientist look he has going on. And even though a Cho'um suffers from his rare condition, he's otherwise just like any normal cat. Not only is he super curious, but he's also incredibly smart, to the point that he can even recognize the theme tune to a French animal documentary. For a while, though, Natalie and her fellow veterinarians all thought that a Cho'um was the only cat in the world to suffer from congenital hypertrichosis. Certainly, they had never seen another feline like it. As it turned out, though, Natalie's daughter was totally wrong. A Cho'um's page went viral, amassing thousands of likes. Then news outlets all over the world began reporting on him, drawing attention to his super rare condition as a consequence. Back in March 2014, Michaud had found 5-month-old Mooney abandoned in a cat box in the street outside his apartment. He asked around to see if the poor animal belonged to anyone in the building, but it seemed that nobody knew anything about her. Fortunately for Mooney, though, her luck was about to change, as Michaud realized that it was love at first sight between the pair. As soon as I saw those big yellow eyes, I was like, "Wow," he said. She was the most beautiful cat I had ever seen. So Michaud decided to adopt Mooney as his own. And it was immediately apparent that Mooney isn't like any other cat. Well, apart from one, that is. That's because she shares a Cho'um's affliction of werewolf syndrome and sports equally long and wild hair. At first, however, even a professional had no clue as to what Mooney's condition could be. "I had never seen a cat like Mooney," Michaud said. "I just thought she was a strange breed of Persian, but even the vet couldn't tell me. He'd never seen anything like it." In fact, it wasn't until Michaud saw a Cho'um on TV one day that everything fell into place. At first, he was understandably surprised to see another cat that looked so much like Mooney. And despite her werewolf syndrome, the appropriateness of Mooney's name was entirely a coincidence. Indeed, in 2016, Michaud told website The Best Cat page that her original name was Minou, the French word for kitty. Just like a Cho'um, Mooney requires lots of care and attention. As well as grooming to keep her hair out of her eyes and nose, Michaud has to give her daily eye drops. What's more, looking after Mooney initially proved difficult for Michaud. In fact, she wouldn't even let him come near her for 3 days, but he refused to give up on her. Perhaps not many people would give her that kind of dedication, not least because of her appearance. She has a very strange look to her, Michaud explained to the Best Cat page. Indeed, he even has revealed that Mooney is a very polarizing kitty, despite his own love for her. "I showed her to my brother, who said she was the ugliest thing he'd ever seen," he said. Meanwhile, and perhaps inevitably, both a Cho'um and Mooney now have their very own fan bases. Mooney's Facebook page has swelled to more than 16,000 likes, for example. A Cho'um, on the other hand, is present across basically every social media platform there is. It's probably little surprise then that a Cho'um is even the star of his very own children's book, alongside fellow internet celebrity cat Oreo. In First Day of School, the dynamic duo learn all about kindness, friendship, and of course, what makes everyone unique, just like a Cho'um is. Unfortunately, the future is uncertain for Achoum and Mooney. After all, they're both the only known cats with congenital hypertrichosis, so exactly how that'll play out later in life has yet to be seen. For now, though, Natalie has explained that Achoum certainly isn't suffering.